Why social media is designed to make you depressed in 2025. Break free from your smartphone's control.
Welcome to Question Everything, where we challenge the status quo and dive deep into truths no one else dares to. Get ready to question everything you know.
Your smartphone isn't just a device, it's a tool of control. Social media is built to hook you, and it's a massive problem. 73% of Americans in 2025 report anxiety and depression from overuse, per Pew Research, impacting 240 million people and driving a mental health crisis that's tearing apart our well-being. This isn't just a small issue, it's huge. In 2025, 4.9 billion people globally, including 90% of US adults, use social media, averaging 2.5 hours daily on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and X, per Statista, costing us time, peace, and real connections. The mental toll is staggering. 29% of heavy users show clinical depression symptoms, per JAMA Psychiatry, and 56% of adults say social media fuels stress, making it a public health crisis, per APA's 2025 report. Scale of the crisis. Social media's design is a mental health wrecking ball. 68% of teens feel addicted, per Common Sense Media 2025, with 41% of Americans reporting deeper loneliness despite constant online connection, per Cigna. It's costing society billions. Depression and anxiety from social media lead to $340 billion in lost productivity yearly in the US, per Gallup, with 22.4% of adults facing mental illness, up 3% since 2020. For youth, it's worse. 76% of Gen Z ties self-worth to likes, with 47% feeling like losers, per Pew, contributing to a 60% rise in teen suicide rates since 2007, per CDC 2025 data. How devices control us. Your phone tracks everything. 85% of apps collect location, searches, and post interactions, per Cybersecurity Ventures 2025, using AI to craft feeds that keep you scrolling 20% longer, per MIT. Algorithms push addictive content. Outrage posts get 5x more clicks, per NYU, spiking dopamine like a slot machine, with fMRI studies showing brain changes similar to gambling addiction. This control is deliberate. Big Tech earns $270 billion in ad revenue in 2025, up 12%, per Statista, by keeping you hooked, with 55% of users checking notifications hourly, per eMarketer. Loneliness epidemic. Social media isolates you. 41% of Americans feel lonelier, with heavy users, 3+ hours daily, 2x more likely to feel disconnected, per JAMA Psychiatry, as virtual likes replace real friendships. Teens are hit hardest. 70% spend less time with friends in person, down 20% since 2015, per Pew, with 33% saying social media is their main social outlet, starving them of real bonds. This fuels a cycle. Loneliness drives more scrolling, with 65% of users reporting deeper isolation after late-night sessions, per Cigna, worsening mental health for 84 million adults. Constant comparisons. You're bombarded with perfect lives. 90% of Instagram posts show curated images, per Sprout Social 2025, making 62% of users compare themselves and feel inferior, per YouGov. Influencer culture is toxic. 76% of young adults feel less successful seeing ideal lifestyles, with 51% tying self-worth to followers, per APA, as filters distort reality. This comparison trap devastates. 65% of women and 54% of men lose self-esteem, with 30% of teens feeling pressure to match unattainable beauty or wealth standards, per Pew. Feeling like a loser. Algorithms amplify negativity. Conflict-driven posts get 5x more engagement, per NYU 2025, making you feel like you're failing in a world where everyone else seems to win. 47% of teens say social media makes them feel like losers, per Pew, with 29% showing depression symptoms from seeing others' perfect lives, per JAMA Psychiatry. This mindset erodes confidence. 60% of young users report lower self-worth after scrolling, per Common Sense Media, as curated posts make your life seem small. Feeling not good enough. Likes and comments become your value. 55% of users check notifications hourly, with 60% of teens feeling rejected by low engagement, per eMarketer and Common Sense Media. This feedback loop ties identity to metrics. 73% of Americans report anxiety from social media, with 40% feeling they don't measure up to peers' curated success, per Pew. Inadequacy spikes mental strain. 84% say social media worsens mental health, with 25% of users tying self-esteem to online validation, per LifeStance 2025, trapping you in doubt. Economic and policy stressors. Social media ads push spending. 68% of users buy impulsively, per Statista 2025, adding $1,200 yearly to budgets for 62% living paycheck to paycheck, per Lending Club. Weak regulations let toxic content thrive. Only 15% of harmful posts are removed, per FCC 2025, fueling stress for 84% of users exposed to negativity, per APA. Tariffs like 2025's 10% import levy raise phone costs 10%, forcing upgrades for 78 million food-insecure Americans, who spend 5 to 10% more on tech, per USDA. Roadmap to break free. Hey, friend, you're not stuck. Here's how to take back control. First, track your screen time. 81% don't know their usage. Use Moment or Screen Time to cap social media at 1 hour daily, freeing 1.5 hours for life. Set hard boundaries. Mute notifications. 70% of users feel calmer without alerts, per APA. Make your bedroom and meals phone-free to reconnect with family or friends. Curate your feed ruthlessly. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad. 65% report better mood after dropping toxic influencers, per Sprouts Social, focusing on positive content like hobbies. Mental health support. You're not alone. 22.4% of adults face mental health struggles. Call the 988 hotline or join NAMI groups, where 65% find relief from social media stress, per APA 2025. Try mindfulness. 10 minutes of daily meditation cuts anxiety by 20%, per Headspace, helping 73% of users fight comparison-driven depression with apps like Calm. Get offline. Join local clubs or sports. 80% of teens feel less lonely with in-person activities, per Pew, like volunteering, which rebuilds real-world connections. Comprehensive strategies. Audit your budget. Social media ads drive 68% of impulse buys. Save $50 monthly by skipping trends, redirecting to a $1,000 emergency fund at 5% APY to ease stress. Learn digital literacy. 70% of teens can't spot fake posts, per Common Sense Media. Take free MediaSmarts courses to recognize manipulated content, cutting comparison stress by 30%. Limit exposure. Set app timers to 30 minutes daily. 55% feel happier with less use, per eMarketer, freeing time for hobbies like reading or exercise that boost confidence. Planning for kids' futures. Teach kids early. 76% of parents who discuss social media risks raise resilient teens, per Pew 2025, talk about curated posts to reduce comparison traps by 40%. Enroll in skill building. Code.org's free STEM programs prepare kids for 36% job growth in data science by 2030, with $103,500 salaries, per BLS, shielding against AI job loss. Model healthy habits. Parents cutting screen time by 20% raise kids 3x less likely to overuse, per Common Sense Media, fostering confidence through real-world activities. Hopeful path forward. This crisis is real, but you've got power. 80% who cut social media use report happier lives, per Pew 2025, proving you can break free from this trap. Communities are fighting back. 1.1 million new in-person groups in 2025, per Meetup, show people rebuilding real connections, and you can join them. You're stronger than these algorithms. Limit screens, seek real bonds, guide your kids. By 2030, you'll live fuller, freer, and happier. Start today, friend.
Your opinion is what helps us expand our knowledge. Please share your thoughts on the question we asked and let us know what we should investigate next. Don't forget to subscribe to Question Everything and hit the bell. Stay curious and keep questioning.